There is so much beauty in this world. It's almost blinding. Yet, can you feel it? To see it, one has to have his senses purified from multiple layers of perceptions. To fully feel it. The nirvana is not beyond this world, but this world itself. Yet, it has to be seen with eyes and heart wide open. It's not the same world for all of us. Each human being lives in his own world, constructed and distorted by his mind. Mind conditioned by the environments and the equally distorted memories, magnified by emotions. And the result of this distortion? Take a look. The violence that we cause to each other is shocking. The violence that we cause to ourselves is beyond reason. But human life is itself the phenomena beyond the reason. Just look. Depression became the #1 disability in the world, causing suicides that take the lives of nearly 30,000 Americans every year. It is estimated that there are at least 4.5 million suicide survivors in this country, and that practically every person thought about ending their life at least once in their lifetime, even if not acted on it. For many, professional care is not an option. Many will never ask for help, neither are offered a solution that really works. So how come that with all the beauty that this life offers, there is so much pain? Billions of people on this planet lost zest for life. Yet, there are so many sunsets and sunrises to enjoy, so many adventures to experience. There are so many uncooked dishes, so many unkissed kisses, so much love to give, so many people to forgive. Many, as they hear me evangelizing unconditional forgiveness and compassion, often argue, it's easy for you to say, you have never suffered badly enough. Well, let me not bore you with the story of my rape and how I escaped from being murdered by a serial killer, and share only what is really important in the context of this conversation. This is me at the age of 31 or so. That's when I was planning a murder. Yes, you have heard it right. Look at me. Do I look like a murderer to you? Yet, I was planning a violent crime and wanted to kill one person that has poisoned my life to such a degree that I couldn't bear it any longer. There was so much pain that I carried for years, so much sense of injustice, sense of betrayal, so much repressed anger, that one day my world started to fall apart. I accumulated so much pain in me that it has been buried deep down for years that suddenly I was about to explode. Every night I have seen myself killing him in very violent ways. Every morning as I was waking up, I was praying to a non-existent God, I was an atheist, to help me get over this pain. Yet it was only increasing in intensity, till one day I caught myself thinking, okay, that must stop. I either need to end my own life because I can't bear it any longer, or I will have to kill him. I clearly remember sitting in my car with engine on for 15 minutes planning his death. I saw vividly how I first make him suffer as much pain as I did for all these years, and only then I will shoot him. First bullet will blow up his testicles, and second his head. It felt perfectly fine that I will be locked in the jail forever, or end up on the death chair. Nothing seemed as terrifying as to live in the agony of desire for revenge and fear that this burning pain will never go away. When I woke up from this stream of later terrifying thoughts, I felt profound shock. How I, who would never hurt a bug, who would never hurt any life form, how could I become so cold-blooded and plan a murder? It wasn't any thriller movie character, it was me. The shock penetrated my whole existence. I've instantly learned what criminals must be going through before they actually commit any act of violence. How much pain they must be suffering. Since then, my judgment towards those that we condemn and demand the death penalty and all prejudice vanished. Suddenly, deep compassion revealed itself. I realized that a human, like an animal, when pushed in the corner, is capable of anything. And I mean anything. Don't fool yourself. Anything, unless some options present themselves. For many, they don't. That's the only difference. When I realized how close I came to the point of no return, I dropped my car in the middle of nowhere and just started walking, fast, then running. I ran for so long and I ran so fast as I could never do again for even the most enormous cash reward. Then I came home, I took a pillow, and oh boy, I bet shit out of it for hours, watching my anger rushing through my veins. Then I added some sporadic breath patterns. I mimicked the animal sound just to release this huge burdening tension in every cell of my body. I stretched my body so much so my physical pain would overpower my emotional pain and take me out of my body. I tossed my body from corner to corner. I cried. I screamed. I tortured myself with all these exercises till I almost passed out. I went to sleep practically in pieces. When I woke up in the morning, suddenly, to my astonishment, I felt so much peace, inner silence, contentment, and love as I haven't felt for a very, very long time. Suddenly, the space within me that has been occupied by anger and sense of injustice, the space became filled with what is inherent to all of us, sense of unquestionable trust in life, sense of well-being, and enormous love and compassion, and complete let go. That's when I knew nothing in the world will ever break me again. Nothing can get me to the point of despair. I saw how unreal the story of my life is, as any story. All there is now, this moment, in its glory. The rest is just a compilation of emotionally charged memories, images with the meaning that mind assigns to it. As the energy around those memories, the emotional charge got released, the meaning that we attach to the events of the past stopped making sense. The complete turnaround of psyche took place. After that, it became clear that I never can ignore what was discovered. I will share it, and I will whisper it to any ear that is open to hear it. The bottom line is the emotional liberation, even from the deepest pain that pushes you to the darkest corners of yourself. It's not only possible without drugs and years of therapy. It's inevitable if you allow yourself to be free from it. I'm telling you my story not to entertain you or amaze you or impress you, but to show you it became just that, a story of my life. Just a story. Maybe it's time for your stories to turn into dust as well. This world is hostile, violent, lonely, and dangerous only if we see it through lenses of anger, anguish, and resentment. Free yourself from it and meet others in the space of love and compassion. They also suffer sometimes, but none of us have to. Extend your mind in compassion. Extend your heart in love. None of our dramas matter, and none of it should be an excuse for the lack of love and understanding, and compassion that is byproduct of both. So let us forgive others and ourselves for the things that have been done and for the things that haven't been. There are so many embraces to share, so many dances to dance. So let's dance. Let's come together, thousands of us, even if we need to start from small groups at first. And let's free this world from violence, healing one person at a time, in a safe and fun environment, supporting others in transcending all confusion and all roadblocks to long-lasting joy and happiness.